And I've mentioned this a lot in a lot of speaking opportunities with this issue. You know, there's no ambiguity in the message of Jesus when it comes to good and evil. Matthew 25, perfectly clear. These are the words of Jesus. Jesus delineates very clearly who's in, that is, who's good, who's going to heaven, and who's out, that is, who's evil, who's going to hell. Strong words, but it's very clear. Those who feed the hungry, give water to the thirsty, clothe the naked, care for the sick and in prison, and welcome the immigrants are in. They are the good. They are going to heaven. They're inheriting the kingdom of God. On the other hand, those who deny food and water, those who reject the immigrants, those who restrict access to care for the sick and in prison, Jesus states clearly, they go to hell. And it should be noted, this is not an aberration in the teachings of Jesus. This is the through line, if there is any, in the Gospels. The first act of the ministry of Jesus in the Lucan Gospel is him unrolling the scroll of the prophet Isaiah, which reads, I have come to bring good news to the poor and set the oppressed free. This is the message. It's very lost on many Christians here in this country, if they can call themselves that. What it boils down to is this. The way in which you treat the poor and marginalized in society is the way in which you will be judged by God. It is a one-to-one comparison. And so we find ourselves again at yet another inflection point. There's been many lately, where they are stripping the funding of healthcare. They're stripping the access to care for the poor and marginalized. The least of these, that Jesus says in Matthew 25. They're taking it away, which will result in death. There's no doubt about it. This isn't an abstract concept. And while they do that, they repress and reject the stranger, the immigrants. They do it at the same time. They use that data with such malice.